Hey everybody, it's Edwardo back with your DraftStream call sheet review and weekend preview. Yes, it has been 2 long weeks in which I did not know what to watch, but we are back in the house. Same boss, new boss, same as the old boss. G24, the homie, aka Gamble24x7, has a fairly sizable lead to begin the Thursday festivities. Yours truly trailing by just a shade under 30 points. Got my work cut out for me, all. And oh, there he goes again, G24. In third place, but second place in the money. And yes, he's also in the low ball going for another money sweep. You must stop that man. Who's up to the task? Well, Idemo, our boy Omid, with his third call sheet, is about 80 points behind, but that will not stop him. And looky here. Welcome to LA Law, my boy Lag from back in the day, making his DraftStream debut in the top 5. How does Brown Baby feel about that? Yeah, I'm talking about you, Mom. The Draft Mom in 7th. That's a respectable start. Will this be a 4-day game where places will shift, chairs will move, people shall steal each other's seats? Well, let's take a closer look. All right, so what does perfection look like? It looks like this. It's a whole lot of good trouble. What is that? 7 stack of good trouble. Goodness gracious. The 2 headliners, a day player, and 4 co-stars. Wow, that must be some real, value town right there. That 9,000 gets you 154.21 points. It's pretty crazy value right there. Rounding out the perfect call sheet. Now this is what I'm looking forward to. So I am recording this about 11 p.m. Pacific. In about an hour, the second season for All Mankind debuts. Cannot wait. It's kind of the guy behind Battlestar Galactica's reboot, Ronald D. Moore, and also Outlander for you Outlander fans. He kind of has a revisionist take on the space race. What if we had actually lost the space race and the ripple effects throughout American history from that? I'm digging it. I'm enjoying it. I can't wait to see season 2. And then Queen Sugar, Rutina Wesley. And actually Queen Sugar is a solid show. I think I watched maybe 2 seasons before I just fell behind in it. So kudos to that. And G24, the homie, only 11 points off the pace for perfection. As some of you may know, or some of you who are new this week will come to recognize that there is a $25 additional bonus if you match the perfect call sheet or the perfect lowball call sheet. So there always is that chase for that extra money. So he has a headliner stack from Classmates minus, headliner stack for All Mankind, an optimal stack, that would be 2 headliners, a co-star, and a day player, of Good Trouble. So if only had a few more trouble-ish good troubles, then he would have perfection. And then the headliner stack of Colin Firth and Stanley Tucci and Supernova. That's a hell of a headliner stack right there. So very strong opening. Can I ever chase him down to take the top spot? Well, so I've got a hodgepodge, but I went with a core troika of It's a Sin. Headliner stack and the co-star. It's a Sin actually is our highest scoring title so far of the week. It is just Thursday, but so far it's come out the box strong. Looks like it debuted today. All right, so it's on HBO Max. I think actually I did see it when I was scrolling through earlier in their lineup, so it's there for you to check out at your convenience. I think it's, what is it? Let's see what It's a Sin is about. A chronicle of 4 friends during a decade in which everything changed, including the rise of AIDS. Okay, so this has to be about the 80s. So yeah, look at some of these 80s styles. I mean, the white jackets. What was that about? Interesting. I might check it out. I might. I've got a very full plate, but this looks intriguing. And you know, the 80s. Hey, I was a kid. Interesting to see it through adult eyes. Okay, so I had the 3-pack of It's a Sin. Squeezed in Tyler Perry's The Oval Season 2. And that might be what's cost me, but it's got fairly solid value. 7,000 will get you 110. And then a 3-pack of Young Rock, which it had potential. Actually, I watched Young Rock. Did any of y'all watch Young Rock? I actually watched Young Rock, and I kind of enjoyed myself. I mean, the premise seems a bit thin. I mean, although they look back at The Rock throughout his, personal history, different stages of development. I think him at 4, him at like 10 or something, and him as a freshman linebacker for the University of Miami football team. I mean, I don't know. We'll see where it goes. Randall Park is interviewing him as The Rock in 2032, as if he's running for president. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. It was fine. I'm gonna give it another 2 episodes. I'll give it my customary 3 episodes before I decide whether to stay with it or to chuck it. Okay. So I've got some ground to make up. Not sure where the points are going to come from. It's definitely not coming from the Oval. Those points are pretty embedded in. Maybe if Young Rock has a replay over the weekend, it might, get some better scores. I think. Let's see what Young Rock is doing. Young Rock. Oh, so it did have. Did it really do 50? Hold on. We're going to check on that. Yeah, it did a 50. Like dead smack average. So I don't know. Hopefully more people will watch over the weekend. This can kind of bump up some. IMDb is solid, and the critics actually seem to like it. So I don't know. We may need a Hail Mary pass on this one in order to catch up. And Gamble 24x7, always competing against himself. He looks like he doubled down on Classmates minus. Foreign dramas tend to do pretty well. I think this is like a Korean drama too. Those do exceptionally well on the Netflix platform. Headliner stack, Flora and Ulysses. Looks like a family comedy. Yeah, it's okay. 6,600. Gotcha. Oh, well, that's good value, I guess. Good Trouble. Headliner stack from that. It's a Sin and Queen Sugar. So spread out the wealth a little bit more. I want to take a look at LA Law. His first call sheet in the DraftStream Alpha test. Welcome to the game, Law. Now, let's see. So he had a 3-pack of Amend. And yeah, let's talk about Amend for a quick second. I started watching that while I was putting together the call sheets. And it's got a fairly compelling, look through history. It starts off with the 14th Amendment, citizenship, I guess, and it's a lot. I mean, it's heavy. Now, I didn't necessarily expect to have to use my Black Misery credits on this. It's not so much miserable. It's talking about Frederick Douglass a lot, but they do delve into some slavery and stuff, trigger warning, all that good stuff. But I mean, it's a lot. I got through about half before I decided to switch to some lighter fare. But I'm intrigued. I like the way they did it. They have stars such as Will Smith is the host, generally, and then they have all like a cavalcade of stars just reading letters or factual statements of the era as if they were the person, and it's pretty fascinating, honestly. I mean, look at all these stars. I mean, stars on stars on stars. So, it kind of makes history a little cool, I guess. And I like it. It's just a lot. I mean, and they're hour long each, so prepare to be deluged with infotainment. All right. So Law's got a 3-pack of Amend. Headliner stack from No Man Land. Expensive, pricey, and not quite the highest scoring title of the week. But maybe with, I mean, it looks like this movie's been out in theaters, which is always kind of weird given our pandemic times, but it looks like maybe, or maybe it might gain some steam from home video or streaming rather. Supernova probably has some potential. And then he also has a 3-pack of Young Rock. So very solid call sheet out of the box. Only one day player. Usually we see new players make a mistake by having more than one day player. That is never a good idea because it's a math problem. And you know, my boy Lag, he actually, I think he has a degree in math. So you know, it's a math problem. You get bonus points for co-stars and headliners. You don't for day players. I think we have yet to see a perfect call sheet that had more than one day player. So keep that in mind, all of you who are new and returning to the game. Dalo. Let's check out this call sheet. I think this might be the first one he's done, or at least the first one he's done in a while. Also, 2-pack of Amend, The Fight for America, headliner and day player. Days of the Bagnold Summer. Do not know what that's about. It's a pretty decent score. It's a Sin, Nomad Land, Supernova, The Crew. The Crew. Yeah, The Crew's been getting buried. I actually kind of like the idea, like a NASCAR comedy. I might actually even sample an episode or two, but I don't know. When it comes to sitcoms, like traditional kind of like multi-camera sitcoms, which is what this looks like it might be, Netflix just keeps, you know, missing the mark. And then a day player stack of Young Rock. This is probably what's going to hold your call sheet back, Dalo. Best practices is to have just one day player because you cannot make up for even a mediocre co-star's bonus points versus just the base regular points. All right. And let's check in with the draft mom. Brown Baby in 7th. What does she have to do to ascend to the throne? Well, Allen versus Pharaoh. Bit of a wild card. The critical scores are in. The audience has yet to see it. It debuts Sunday night, so this could be a key part of the draft mom's comeback strategy. Behind Her Eyes has actually gotten some decent reviews and play, maybe as it looks like it came out yesterday, so maybe as more people discover it over the weekend, maybe its user scores will rise. Classmates Minus, I like it. Mafia Inc. All right, I think you might be the only one that used Mafia Inc. this week, Mom. And just below value. 12.1 for 102.10. 102.1 divided by 12.1. Yeah, 8.4x. When we say value, what we're looking for is at least 9.7x. Oh, well, actually, I'm sorry. 12.1, and it gets you 142.94. I take that back. 11.8. All right, so it does make value. My bad. Nomadland, and this is a perfect example of you are paying for points and not for performance. It's 19,000 because 158 divided by 19 is 8.3x. Sometimes, if you have the room, you can afford to pay up for points, for just pure raw points instead of actual value. But in this case, the top scoring title was not Nomadland, despite its hefty salary. It was actually It's a Sin. So if you swap this out with It's a Sin, Mom, you would have gotten more points and been a little bit more in it. Supernova and Young Rock. Otherwise, it's a decent call sheet. No real big missteps, honestly. It's going to come down to some added help from Allen v. Pharaoh, which might be, lack of a better term, popular. People are interested. I know I'm interested. All right, so let's take a look at the low end of the game before we're out of here. And once again, G24, the homie, is leading the charge. He's about 50 points off the low ball call sheet. All this is subject to change, of course. Right now, it is a a day player stack of day player 4-pack of Tell Me Your Secrets, a day player stack of Blithe Spirit. There's some truly terrible reviews there, and then a optimal stack of a low ball stack of Archibald's. Archibald's Next Big Thing is here. That is perfection thus far at GameLock. What does G24 have to say about that? Well, it looks like he went Woody Allen and Alan V. Farrow for some salary. A lot, a 3-pack of Blithe Spirit. I can dig it. Oh, and then he stocked up on the Crew. That's actually pretty smart because all those ratings for the Crew seem to be out. I'm not sure we're going to see much movement, so it is what it. Yeah. All these are out. It came out. Oh wow, on Monday, so the 15th. Is that right? Yeah, Monday. And yeah, 0 from Rotten Tomatoes. I mean, damn, y'all, a 0 and then a 44. I don't know how you quite recover from that. Audiences seem to like it okay, but I think it's going to stay below the 69.50 default score, of which we have a defaulter right here. Archibald's Next Big Thing. Hopefully it comes through for those of you who have rostered it on your call sheets. And G20, yeah, all right, so we covered his. And then me trying to catch up, any heat, anyway. I'm a good 50 points behind. It doesn't look good. I did the oval for salary, might have hurt me. Nomad Land, same deal, salary. Because we have to get to at least 75,000 in order to be lowball eligible. 4-pack of Blithe Spirit, and then Alan V. Farrow. So, I don't know. I got my work cut out for me. Hey, all of us have our work cut out for us, all right? We must stop the menace that is Gamble24x7. G24, the homie. We got to stop him, y'all. We got to stop him. All right, well, that's going to do it for tonight. I'll be back with your Saturday estimates update and another strategy video. See you here next time. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Thanks, everybody, for playing. And as always, I appreciate your data. I've missed you guys. We're back after 2 weeks off watching stuff. I love it. All right, everybody. Holla at your boy.